is a generic term for a large group of diseases that can affect any part of the body. There are more than 100 types of cancer. According to WHO, cancer is the second leading cause of death globally and was responsible for an estimated 9.6 million deaths in 2018. Globally, about 1 in 6 deaths is due to cancer. Now, in this, between 30 to 50% of cancers can be currently prevented by avoiding risk factors or by going for early screening and detections and implementing existing evidence-based prevention strategies. At Medicircle, we are conducting an exclusive interview series on the occasion of World Cancer Day, showcasing eminent oncologists and social workers and bureaucrats over a discussion to bring awareness about cancer, its treatments, and myths related to it. I'm your host, Smita Kumar, and today our guest for the talk is Ruby Ahluwalia. Ruby is a bureaucrat and author and the principal financial advisor to Central Railways of India. She is the founder of Sanjeevani, Life Beyond Cancer, which is a special purpose organization set up for prevention and eradication of cancer and also providing care, counselling, and rehabilitation to persons fighting cancer. Hi, Ruby. Welcome to Medicircle.
Hi, Smita, and thank you so much for having me here.
It's a privilege. So, Ruby, to begin with, in this post COVID world where health is our priority, what, according to you, are necessary changes that can help an individual to lead and afford a healthy life?
I think the most important thing pre-COVID, post-COVID, and whenever we talk of health, something which stands by us is our immunity. So I think that is one thing which we all need to continuously work on. But what I see these days, most of the people do not have the right concept of immunity with them. So for them, immunity could be, having a lot of vitamin supplements, of having a lot of processed powders, and they think that by eating all these things, they are able to increase their immunity. Now, immunity is a huge thing which one needs to work on, but I think that is the only thing which will stand by us in case of any health threat.
Definitely. Immunity is the key to, a lot of things, because if we are immune, we are safe from a lot of illnesses and medical issues. I think post-COVID, many people have started living a healthy lifestyle, following yoga, meditations, a healthy diet, a good sleep, because work from home has started. So the travel and other time has been reduced and people are getting quality time to maintain their healthy lives.
Very, very important, actually. And the healthy lifestyle which is there, which we are talking about, has to be consistent and has to really become our has to get into our daily lives. So in fact, we do a lot of work on immunity on the cancer patients, because even in cancer, a deadly disease like cancer, immunity has a huge role to play. So we work on the immunity of the underprivileged cancer patients through food, through breath, and through their mental constructs. So these are the three things that we work on through our sessions to help them increase their immunity.
That's great. That's great. So what are the most common misconceptions or myths related to cancer?
I think right now the most important myth which needs to go is that cancer is not curable. I meet a lot of people when they get to know their friend or somebody in their family or neighborhood has cancer. They see it as death coming. So most of the time, cancer is not seen as a normal disease which can be treated, but it is seen as a phenomena for someone progressing towards death. So this is a very big myth which really works against the cancer patients, getting treated properly and getting back to their normal life. So this is one myth which I see. The other is that cancer is not contagious. Now, today, I and you could be sitting in Bombay, and the kind of people we are interacting with may have some knowledge about this, but we work in the interiors of the country as well. From Guwahati to Bihar to Uttar Pradesh to Uttarakhand to. So there are places where cancer is still seen to be contagious. And people from a very good educated background, they do come and try to ask me, whispering ki, are you sure that there is no problem that if we eat with a cancer patient, or if we use the same washroom where a patient with chemotherapy is going. So these are the myths which are there even today, and which really work against the health of the cancer patients. Yes. So these two myths which come to my mind. And also in the rural India, people also think that the treatment is extremely expensive. So as a result of that, they do not come forward for the treatment. They do not start the treatment at all. So I think you are doing a great job through your media outfit that you have now, Smita. But I think a lot of success stories of cancer patients have to go out there.
Definitely.
For people to know that cancer is curable, people can be treated, and they can get back to their normal life. They don't need to lead a suboptimum life just because they have had cancer.
Definitely.
So this myth needs to go.
Definitely. As you
Yeah.
rightly said, because testimonials are the biggest, weapons against any disease. I remember when the first patient of COVID was interviewed on some television channel, and everybody was actually watching, because at that time COVID was such a scare that if you get COVID, it is
Yeah.
the only thing that you will die.
Yeah.
But the patient, the way he
Yeah.
expressed, the way he explained, it was so. I mean, it was really. I mean, we actually had a sigh of relief that yes, this disease we can overcome this. And so I definitely, as
Yeah.
I said, we could be definitely having cancer survivors in this world. I mean, Cancer Day series, because again, they would give hope. They would motivate others to come forward to get treated and finally overcome this battle.
Yeah, it is so nice to see that there are some places where I go, and people end up saying, "Oh, you are a cancer survivor." All right, so I must tell my friend who's going through the treatment that you can look normal,
Yes,
after having survived cancer. So
definitely.
most of the people do think that the side effects of the treatment which are there, whether they are losing your hair or you're reducing energy levels and all those things which come with the modern treatment, they are as if they will remain with you permanently. So people need to know that if cancer has come in their life, this needs to be dealt with as a project, and a project which needs to be seriously kind of dealt with, and then one can come out of it and it can remain something, a story of the past in your life.
Sure, sure. So one last question with you, Ruby. Like with the passing years, we have been seeing an increase in the number of cancer cases. According to a study in India, with a population of 1.35 billion, it witnessed as many as 1.16 million new cancer cases and 7,84,800 cancer deaths in the year 2018. So, what are the biggest reasons and how we can control them?
In my opinion, the biggest reasons which are there for the cancer to be proliferating the way it is, as we were just discussing, is our lifestyle. That is very, very important, which brings down our immunity. and gives a chance to cancer cells to become aggressive and at some point of time to become a tumor and take over the body. Now, the food that we are eating these days, Smita, most of that food either has been modified or it has so much of pesticide in it that the nutrients of the food which we need for a good immunity system to thrive, is very, very difficult to get. Then the other thing is that the air that we are breathing in, that is extremely polluted. And these are the big factors in immunity: the food, the oxygen that goes inside you, because oxygen is the biggest alkalizer. And if that oxygen, if that air that you are breathing in is polluted, the water that you are drinking is polluted, so that takes a hit. But bigger than this is our stress levels. The way we think, the way our mental constructs are, the way we react today basically keeps our system in a state of emergency, in a state of anxiety most of the time. And now so much of work has happened to show this mind body connect, that whenever we are in stress, how it affects our body in terms of increasing the toxicity in our system, and also not letting the growth hormones release, which increase the immunity in the body. So out of the three factors that I spoke about, the food, the air, the water, and the mental constructs, I think the mental constructs have the biggest role to play in bringing down our immunity. And therefore, why only cancer? Actually, so many diseases, whether it is diabetes or arthritis or high blood pressure and heart diseases, everything is proliferating. And the reason, and the biggest reason, is the stress levels. So we need to address this in a very big way. The modern lifestyle, which we call competitive, which we call people being successful and people being busy, it comes at a huge cost, actually. So where to draw the line and where to have that balance is extremely important.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Ruby, for contributing us, with your relevant information regarding cancer on this World Cancer Day series at Medicircle. I completely agree with the way you said that we have always high anxiety levels, because in the race to become successful, we have overstressed ourselves, we are overworking, we are competitive, we are compromising on our food regimen. We are not eating right. We are not eating at the right time, nor we are exercising. Stress is playing a big role. And as I was speaking to a lot of oncologists in the series, I came to know that this water, air, soil pollution is playing a havoc with this cancer-related things. And we need to be extremely careful with what we are eating, and the yoga and the other exercises that that can give more oxygen to the body. As I think even the health budget has allocated a 137% increase, and also it is going to give funds for the air, water, and other pollution. And it is taking pollution as one of the biggest reason for the next diseases to be coming. So it is, I think India is going to a paradigm shift from sickness care to wellness care, because wellness is also needed. You shouldn't be only visiting a doctor or a healthcare facility only when you are ill. Rather, you should be going for your scannings and your checks, your body checks, which is very necessary, because early detection and screening is important. It plays a pivotal role in detecting some very important cancers. I just mentioned
It
that
does.
it does, and 30 to 50% of cancer can be prevented. Then it means it needs a lot of contribution from people like us, and extremely grateful to people like you, because your organization Sanjeevani Life Beyond Cancer is doing such a great work, because it is giving a hope to all the cancer patients that yes, there's definitely life beyond cancer. So once again, I'm really grateful for you to come to our show and share this vital information on cancer with our viewers.
Thank you. Thank you, Smita. Thank you so much.
Welcome.